Hi, I'm Kenneth WAJDA. I'm a professional photographer here in Colorado, and welcome to another one of my photography talks. Today I want to talk about gear, especially big gear. This is a Calumet 4x5 camera. It's on a Monorail. This isn't very desirable to a lot of people who want to shoot landscapes in the field, so these cameras are cheap. I see these for $100 to $200, and they're just not in demand, but that doesn't mean they're not perfectly good, and that doesn't mean they don't work great. This one came with a Schneider Super Angulon 90mm f8 lens, which is a slightly wide lens, and it's nothing very sexy. It's not like a Deerdorf, it's not like a Zone 6, it's not like any camera that's like, you know, really all wood and brass and beautiful. Those cameras are field cameras. They fold up real small. They're lightweight because of the wood. This is heavy. But this does everything that those do. And once it's on a tripod, you don't have to carry it. And you can take it in your car and drive it somewhere, so you don't have to carry it. And it's got full tilts and swings. If you have a darkroom set up and you're developing your own film, you don't have to add anything. You can pick up one of these for a couple hundred bucks. You can get some film holders. I buy film from people who are like selling expired film or leftover film. There was a guy on Craigslist who had a couple of boxes, they were partially open, of T-Max 400. Oh, all right, I like Tri-X better than T-Max, but at a cheap price and at the ability to shoot 4x5, I'll take it. And then when I'm developing my other film, I'll use small stainless steel tanks, but then I'll just dump the chemical, the developer, right into a small tray. And then I'll just, in the dark, process the film by agitating it right in the tray. And so like if you were to say, well, I can't afford 4x5. The way 4x5 is so brilliant is you don't shoot a lot of frames. You set up something like a portrait of somebody, and then you watch with a cable release to see if they blinked when you shot, and you look for an expression, you create it, and you only have one negative out of that. You turn the film holder over and you put in the other side and you shoot another negative. When you process the film, the first one, you can say, oh, you know, it's a little thin. I'm going to process the next one a little bit longer so I can get a denser negative. The beauty of making one image at a time is a real treat. And to have a large negative like that, I was always interested in 4x5, but I wasn't sure of how to get started, and this was a way to get me started. It has like simple things like a way to go from a horizontal to a vertical, if I can figure it out. So you can just turn the actual back, and it's got a little bubble level here right next to the handle, so you can level it. It's got full tilts and swings, and again, it's just one of those cameras that I like shooting a big negative sometime, and I like the idea of being able to work with something that I can get that large of a negative. And it's certainly a conversation piece. I'm more using it for people than I am landscapes, but you know, even for a landscape photographer to shoot some color, maybe not a lot, you know, buy one box of 25 exposures and go out one morning and shoot 2. And go process those through your color lab. Or shoot black and white and process them at home in a little tray. It's very simple. I like the idea of 4x5, and I like the idea that it's completely unlike what most people are doing. As a film photographer, this is a very exciting way to work. The image on the ground glass, by the way, is upside down when you see it. And a lot of people talk about how they get completely used to it. They compose upside down and they have no problem with it. And I find the same thing. I like that. It's almost like your brain has to work and look at elements instead of looking at just the picture. And you're really seeing in a way that makes it so you can judge composition, even though you're working in an upside down world. All right, that's today's photography talk. I'm a big proponent of shooting different kinds of film and being excited about all kinds of film. And I wanted to bring 4x5 to you today. Thanks so much for watching. If you're enjoying these, hit the subscribe button. If you shoot 4x5, tell us a little bit about what you're working with down in the comments below. And if you are enjoying these, come back and we'll talk some more photography next time. Thanks so much for watching.